Lloyd Blankfein, Goldman Sachs CEO, he's worried that a spending spree by the Trump administration could overheat the American economy. Blankfein said that the odds of a bad outcome have gone up. He said in a CNN interview, which aired on Wednesday, Blankfein noted that the economy was already humming along before the federal government juiced it up with a $1.5 trillion tax cut and $300 billion of additional spending. And now the president has said he wants a $200 billion infrastructure package. Guru, is the Goldman Sachs CEO correct? How do you see it?
He may very well be. I'm very concerned about how we're spending money here. And this is not just the president. This is Congress as well. There's plenty of blame to go around about, quite frankly, the reckless fiscal policies that we're implementing right now, which is all about spending. We're building up a debt that is simply not sustainable. So unless the economy has long-term sustained growth, and let me emphasize, we implement some spending cuts, we are literally going to go off the fiscal cliff at some point in time. Now, the problem here, and the statistics that you just cited, is Congress's way of compromising is just spending on everything and giving everybody everything that they want. That's not compromise. That's reckless and irresponsible. Compromise is you get something and you give up something. And what's going on in Washington right now is there is no giving up anything. It's just borrow and borrow and borrow and spend and spend and spend. Now, there are things that are absolutely necessary that we have to spend on, and I think both sides could agree there's some absolutes, whether it's national security, Social Security, these things, okay, we're committed to, and we have to spend the funds. However, in other areas, there is room to have cuts, but no one is brave enough to make the cuts because it's going to cost them their seat in office. And I go back to this quite often, King. It always comes back to term limits in my mind because the people who represent us are not making the right decisions. They're making decisions that are going to get them reelected. And I want to say, and it is my hope, that if we did have term limits, you'd have some, maybe not all, but some elected officials that would do the right thing because they wouldn't be so concerned about getting reelected. And one of the right things, and it's a critical point, is that we have to start doing things in a fiscally responsible way, and we are anything but that. So there is real concern about where we're headed because at some point in time, King, this bill becomes due, and I just don't know how we pay it.
Another great addition of dollars and cents.